And then that's the word. Tony says it's not mathematical.
It's not
Don't press panic button.
Don't press the panic button.
But our calculators are out. They're out already.
No, you only be a realist. You know, if you bring your calculators out, only the group leader is going to qualify. Now Egypt has 6 points. You have 4. I mean, you're going to play them in a double header. As a matter of fact, the double header is going to determine what happens. So I'd wanted us to play Egypt with Egypt not having an advantage, but now they do.
They do.
Okay,
And
let's bring it to perspective. The starting lineup of Coach Sunday Olise in his first game against Tanzania, a lot of us would have preferred to see Ikechukwu Ezenwa in goal. I would have expected Ikechukwu to become my bias for the local league, but Kali Keme stepped up and actually put up a stellar performance. For me, man of the match.
No question.
9 over 10.
No question.
9 over 10 in that one.
I'll give him 10. I'll give him 10.
I'll give him a 10 as
10.
well.
Kenneth Omeru, I expect Kenneth Omeru at this, because Kenneth is young. Kenneth blossomed at the 2013 Cup of Nations.
Mind you, Kenneth Omeru sustained a slight injury. I mean, I think he got a gash to his face. You know.
At what stage of the game are you today? Come on. Kenneth Omeru and Trust Ekong at some point didn't know if he was the fallback or the assistant to Kenneth Omeru, because they were just running around.
He was supposed to be the
understanding.
leader.
Kenneth was supposed to be the leader.
Because he has more experience. He's been to the World Cup,
been in
been to
the
the
team,
Nations Cup.
for
He has more
quite some
caps.
time.
So if you're expecting anybody to show leadership,
That should be Kenneth.
his first touch on the ball was I remember the first touch on the ball in that game was a miscontrol.
What about control of your defense line?
Miscontrol.
A lot of times,
but
Kingsley Madu didn't know when to move forward, because when he turns, he sees Kenneth is still behind.
But even having said all that, is he going to get 5 from him?
Kenneth Omeru will get
He's gonna
5.
get 5.
Kenneth Omeru is going to get 2 from me just because he wore that jersey.
Oh my goodness.
Just for kitting and coming out 2.
Oh, dear.
That he wasn't injured before this game.
but
William Trust Ekong
that
will
he
get
got
a
a gash
5.
in his eye, you know,
William
doesn't really
Trust
make
Ekong
any...
will get a 5 for me, because at most times he was busy checking the Tanzanians, and that's why I'll just give him 5.
I'm doing the cleanup.
I'm doing the cleanup, so I'll give him 5.
Kingsley
because
Madu?
Kingsley Madu will get 5.
5?
Yes, Solomon Kwame will get 5.
5.
I'll tell you what you do to your guys on the flank. If you're not moving with the play, they have to be careful, because when they overlap and do those runs, they get
too much space
and they
behind
get
them.
into so much
And
pressure.
that was what happened.
So when they don't see their center guys giving them that support, when they are not even sure that you can cover up for them,
They're in 2 minds.
they will stay there. They will stay there because they want to make the team.
Let's go
Okay,
to the
how
midfield.
about my man?
Your man.
Then you talk about your man.
I think he played well. I think I saw someone who was, showed some grit. Someone was going down for the tackles, chasing down the opponents, and that's what you would expect if you're playing at the base of the triangle, which I thought was what Sunday Olise was trying to do. Based on that, I rate him.
I remember
6.5.
Okay. Oh, please.
6.5.
Ayatunde Obiora
6.5.
What do you give to Obiora Wako?
I don't know, maybe I'll give him a 4.
I'm about going there.
that bad?
You know what I'm going to
No,
give
no,
him?
no,
I know what I'm going to tell Ayatunde. I'll give
I'll give him
Obiora
a
Wako a 4 because he was just running around. Legend of midfield play, Claude Makaleli says, it's not about just running about, it's about timing the runs.
Timing the runs.
It's about timing the runs. It's about looking into
What do you
space.
expect?
It's
Okay.
about position.
Let's talk about
Aaron Lukman
Haruna
didn't come to
Lukman.
this game. He didn't make it to Dar es
He's
Salaam.
not going to get a point.
He didn't make it to Dar es Salaam.
And why is he looking so
Overweight. He's looking overweight.
A lot of things
His
wrong with
passes were
Aaron Lukman.
misplaced.
What's his
He was
diet
running
like?
around. And it looked to me. I thought if you've played if the last time you played for the Eagles was 3-4 years ago, I thought if you stepped on the pitch, you should show us why you should be on that. And to think that he started that game, and you see,
big question?
blame,
Yemi is getting test already.
blame, 38 and the coach.
The first
for
things
once-
first, Haruna
for
Lukman
once-
needs to do something about his
Austin
weight.
today, Austin
He's
and
gaining
today,
so much weight.
for once, even though I don't agree with all of what Sunday Olise did on that day, for once I saw a Nigerian coach that just knew that no, something was wrong with this guy. And where I sat down and watched that game, everyone was just complaining. I counted about, in 38 minutes of being on the field, I counted about 5 misplaced passes.
That change was
3 fouls.
That change was straightforward message. Boy, you let me down.
Straight
come
up.
out. That was what he did.
Let's
Zero
move to
for
the-
Aruna Lukman for failing to get
Let's
into
go
that
to the
flight to
attacking
Dar es
line.
Salaam.
Attacking line now.
I like Moses Simon. I think Moses Simon is an intelligent player. I think on his good day, midfield, if the guys in the middle are doing their work, Moses can actually, Moses can freestyle in that
He might not have to try to do everything all by himself. But how do you rate him?
This midfield for me went to sleep. So all of them, except for Aruna Lukman, we get a 4. Obiora 4. Simon 4. Ahmed Musa, a lot of acceleration, no brakes. Come on, guys, what's going on?
Okay, our man in the middle, I think that's where we're all going to disagree.
Yeah.
Emmanuel Emenike. Let me have a word.
Get a chance.
I sent a tweet at the time Kali Keme was stepping up. I said he has justified his place in this team.
Even the commentator said,
I'm waiting.
Commentator said, Vincent, now you have a challenger.
But we should be careful.
It's too early.
We should be careful with that.
No, the words of the commentator.
Yeah, I know. Because for goalkeeping, you cannot buy experience. Exactly. Goalkeeping and defense. And we can see with our defenders. It's already showing. For Emmanuel Emenike, I thought it said so much before this game. Sometimes when you just let action do it for you, you just get on the pitch and then just show people, this is what I can give, take it.
This is what I'm all about.
I think, aside from the header in the opening minutes, that was even wide,
he went to sleep.
Emmanuel Emenike still didn't come to it. If a player with power play, makes you remember Yakuba Egbeni. Out of nothing, he gets something.
On a scale of 1 to 10?
3.
Okay.
Wow.
That's a very low one. I'll give him a 4.
So Chuku would have done very well.
I'll give him a 4.
I'll give him a 5. I'll give him a 5. If your striker has to come back to the midfield, struggle, and anytime he has the ball, he has to hold off.
Yeah, let me tell you why you have to do that. And in some cases, you even help your midfielders. I'm not doing my job. If you come to that,
football is highly mobile these days.
If you have power, you have work rate as Emmanuel Emenike, you can shoot. Do you see one time that anybody get it, just want to kick it? Principal Cup football, Super Eagles of Nigeria.
You can't force your way because of your physique. You can't. It's not always going to work. But for me,
Rooney does it if it comes to the arc. Thierry Henry today, nobody can argue if you don't see him in the center. If you're running from the flank because he can come and pick that ball.
Because he's skillful.
Even Messi is doing it today. A lot of strikers have seen reasons to give.
Emmanuel Emenike is not in that.
All right, guys.
You need to give your midfielders presence. I am here. I want the ball. That way, you even act the role of a joker. You displace your defenders.
Take them out.
There you
so
go.
we didn't see that.
But
definitely.
we didn't see all of this.
Just look at my hands. 5 fingers. Emmanuel Emenike gets a 5.
Okay.
I don't care about these guys. 5.
Emmanuel Emenike gets a 5.
Let's move on.
For just one header.
Let's move on to the Golden Eaglets now. We can go on and on and talk about the Super Eagles. The Golden Eaglets exploits of the Suwon Invitational has already ended. They came 3rd. Well, we all talked about development for the team. They didn't win it, but I had a problem with the game against Croatia. A whole lot of bad blood, should I put it that way? The way the game went, and I'm wondering, is it because they're going to be meeting as well at the under-17 tournament proper in Chile? But all in all, I think 3rd, it's not bad.
Do you know what you saw in that game between Nigeria and Croatia? You didn't see the players play. The coaches were doing mind work. Tactical play came into place, because when you now meet in the real competition, you don't want the other guy to have already know your style of playing.
They want to blank each other out.
That's why when the way, and I'm even pleased that the Golden Eaglets lost that game. Now it means you're doing some real work when you meet them properly.
Exactly.
4 points from 3 games. Brazil won it, but we kept on saying that it's developmental. Coach Emmanuel Emenike can now cross the T's, dot the I's. Okay, I need to do this, I need to do that. Particularly against Croatia, we've seen how they can run at us. We see how they can do this. And sometimes at this level, it's even substitution that does the action. Remember, what brought in Taiwo Awoniyi?
Yeah. Someone got injured.
I Promise got injured. Isaac Success got injured, and then a coach with foresight. When you can look at this stage, because at this stage, who is a big player? Nobody is a big. Everybody.
And that is
equal.
why at under 17 level, teams that will face each other in the tournament proper are not scared to play with each other.
Yeah.
Because you're not giving much away. You don't really know much about each other.
You're building. You're building it.
So most times you see,
it's one for the future. So it is you give everybody equal opportunity. Who can take it? That's what it is. So people playing this Suwon Continental Cup is good one for the Golden Eaglets. You can't tell how important it is
Experience.
to fine-tune before games.
For me, even though we win this competition so many times, we're always at a disadvantage because you look at some of these guys, they know the type of FIFA balls, they've been using boots, the real ones, maybe at 8'5". Some of them are affiliated to clubs. Some of these guys maybe just play on the streets, don't really know what a regimented training session is like. They are not exposed to the best training facilities. Maybe the best they've ever gotten was to be in this under-17 camp. And now to have this opportunity to pitch your wits against guys who've seen it all. Like for instance, the other day, I was trying to profile Frank and Ronald de Boer, and I discovered that what they were doing as at 5-year-olds, they have tapes.
They have tapes.
That was how far these advanced countries treat football. When they join the academy, you know, they're used to everything.
Yomi Kuku gave me videos of coaches already teaching kids how to play like Dani Alves, how to play like Thierry Henry. So you start having models. So you start understanding who's the style to have as a player.
And in your words, they've played with their brains. At the very
And
end
then someone is telling this guy, you are Raul and can be better.
Exactly.
Become the modern Raul.
That's
this
the way
Raul
to
is
go.
getting tired.
Yeah, take his place.
That's the way to go. And we're delighted that at least they went for the tournament. So thumbs up to the
NFF.
NFF for that.